Astrology, Libra-Karma-Luck And Spirituality. Born under the sign of Libra, with your zodiac sign the scales of justice, gives you the ability to be a fair-minded individual, always looking to give in biased judgment on that it is not true. Based on my experiences with some of those natives, some of them do like to take a stand. Sometimes partial one, biased and partial one. So that's not true. And that Judge Judy is a Libra. Your mind can tackle many problems in a fair, balanced way, and this is a trait that will make you very popular in employment position. Yeah, because they go for it and they know how to talk very well. Librans is good at talk. Where negotiation is often needed, either between employees and co-workers or between your company and another. So they are good, they know how to manipulate very well. So that's why in those they are hard work at outside the house. They are very hard work. Spiritually speaking, Gemini, which is your 9th house, ruling your high spiritual activities and meditation, is the dominant time for you and this respect. As a result, too much thinking through a problem could lead you to going around in circles, and if you must seek the opinions of others, do it after you have carefully investigated the issues yourself, because like Gemini, they always follow the opinions of others. They cannot decide for themselves, so they need second opinion. They need third party opinions, and they can be very indecisive. Although you are a great judge of character, you can come across as opinionated and a bit of a know-it-all, not trusting your instincts about another person. Yeah, and they like to boast that only they are this and that. They are kind of like judgmental about how the way others brought up their children, even when they themselves are not doing a good job. Although some can be a good parent, they are very good parents, but they like to judge the way how others brought up their children. They like to poke their nose where they are not being called. And they have another very big flaws, which is they are so boastful, they are so arrogant, some of them, that they do not accept who they are and their roots. An example, they belong to a humble place. Once they move up in the scales, they forget totally their humble roots. Could be a place, a geographic place, a continent, a country, a town, etc. They will totally forget that and focus on only where they are. It doesn't matter whether it's a foreign country. And if they look down at a certain ethnic group, even if they are dark skinned, they will not identify themselves with what they are. If they intermarry with a man of a lighter skin, let's say a white man, they'll try to identify themselves with that man or that woman, ethnic group. So they will always say that they are not from where they come from originally. They will always say that they come from their spouse country. They are from there. You see? So this means what? That you do not cherish and you are not proud of who you are. So this is a superficiality. I judge it as being superficial, because you need to be proud of who we are, no matter where we come from. It doesn't matter, because what matters is what you are inside, is your character as a person, as an individual, and not where you come from. You can come from the poorest continent, the poorest country on the world, and you must be proud. It doesn't matter the color of your skin. What matters is your personality and your overall character. Okay, so I've seen people, this native of this zodiacal sign, that has this bad habit of forget their roots and their past, and embrace a new one, totally different from theirs. You see, so you cannot say, okay, let's say an example, you come from a country that is, or a country or whatever, depend on your ethnic group. If you are Afro, I'm gonna say Afro mixed with other races. You cannot marry a Scandinavian woman and then say, when people ask you where you come from, oh, I come from Sweden or Finland or Denmark, when their face shows that they are not from that country originally. They are not a native to that region. So to me, this is a superficiality, So I kind of, if they find me in a good box, then I'll control myself not to be spontaneous and just brought out to know what I feel and think about the person. Otherwise, if they irritate me, I'll tell them straight away, why don't you accept who you are? Huh? Why are you ashamed of who you are? You're supposed to be proud of who you are, no matter where you're from. Because when we are renegade, you see, when we renegade our roots, our country, our ethnicity, we are renegade our mother, our father, and our ancestral. And to me, that's stupid. So that's why they don't like men Virgo, because Virgo is spontaneous. They cannot stand stupidity. When they see stupidity, they will just tell, That's why they are seen as someone who's very irritating, critical, but they are not the only one. The others are even worse, but in the wrong way. They will criticize you in another way, based in your status, based in your skin color, based in your ethnic group. They will judge you in that way. The weak one, no, they will judge you by your heart and by your personality. Okay, so Gemini can be rather high-strung and no superficial, and this can play out in many areas of your life. Therefore, relaxation can play a vitally important role in helping pacify you. Anything that can help you unwind and develop enough peace should be welcomed with open arms. You love music, dance, painting, and other activities. They love clubs and showing off. It's like Sagittarius and Gemini and Cancer. They combine your creative skill with dexterity. You will exhibit artistic skills as soon, even at an early age, and if you embrace this, it will be important adjunct to your spiritual development. Your think is ruled by the sign of Sagittarius, the third sign of your horoscope, and is ruler Jupiter. This shows that you have high ideals and lofty thinking. Your ideas are shared in a very natural way. Another of your wonderful abilities and a very positive trait, you come across as a nice person, and even people who may not necessarily at first agree with what you are trying to say may come around as your behavior and persuasiveness makes you an excellent mediator and negotiator. It doesn't work with me. You're actually so good at seeing all sides of the problem and staying partial. No, they're not impartial, they're partial. It's gonna depend in which side they are like which side their boot is balanced, whether right or left. If it's their loved ones or friends, then they will take sides. That's often hard for you to commit to one side of the argument, as you don't want to be seen as biased and want everyone to like you. If you sit on, but this, if they lose respect for you, they will not care about it. They will not care about be seen as nice. Once they lose respect for you, they will be rude and disrespect you, and they will not side you. See, so that's how the cooks scramble with them. If you sit on the fence long enough, you will get displaced. Yeah, they are fancy sitter. They, when come to things like money, people's in very high position, then they don't want to take stand because they are too coward. Most of the time they are coward. They don't want to make a stand. If they see that that person has prestige, has status quo, so they will be afraid to go against the system. So they will become a fancy sitter. Libra-Karma-Luck. Gemini rules your ninth house of your good fortune, and as a result of this shows that you are practical in the way you approach the affairs of your life. You are able to plan down to the minute detail. For this reason, you will make your own like, and even though you may not always be in the limelight, you still achieve success in your own way. They say the same thing for Cancer, I guess, in the Leo. Anyone who has a Libran friend is fortunate indeed. At first glance, you may seem out. This one they say to Virgos as well. So something very not correct here. No, I don't buy that. This is wrong. Therefore, not many people who think saving. No. You say that to Virgo and to Leo, so it's not true. Because of this wonderful character trait, you make an excellent teacher and you have. No. You say that to Virgo, so it's not true. Diamond is the gemstone of Venus. It can assist in relieving tension, fear, and uncomfortable thoughts and sensations, clearing the aura and cultivating resiliency and loving energy. It can be used to bring clarity and to clear negative and distorted energy, which can help to prevent nightmares and relieve stress. Diamond is known for its ability to conduct and amplify energy. So it's very important to keep in mind that when attempting to use diamond to our advantage, we should be particularly aware of our intentions and the resulting emotional energy we are projecting. Channeling positive intent and love energy through diamond can enhance our potential to manifest positive and beautiful outcomes and experiences, and to create opportunities and expand the potential. But amplifying negative or hostile intentions is likely to attract undesirable consequences. With the right intention, diamond can help us to develop our sense of self-empowerment and to find the strength in time of adversity. I got a diamond ring, but I do not use them. Skip. Diamond can help us nurture our inner selves and allow our true nature to shine out with confidence and beauty. Venus, the planet of love, has blessed you with the ability to present the best side of your character to the world, and you do it with a great style. This not only applies to clothing, but the furnishing your home, in your home as well. You have a natural charm that will turn heads everywhere you go. Yeah, they can be very beautiful. Leo woman, Libra, Cancerians can be very charming, beautiful. Not all Cancer, but some of them. And you don't even have to work at it. Added to this is a Libran confidence that attracts many different sorts of people into your orb. People want to be with you because you are so cheerful and balanced, and over time you'll attract plenty of friends, well wishers, and perhaps even patrons who are willing to lend a financial hand. Yeah, hypocrites always collect friends. You can bring balance to otherwise fiery situation, and employers may look to you to be a natural troubleshooter. Your calm and sensible opinions usually win the day. Your wit and exceptional communication skills will bring luck your way, and this will be a valuable asset throughout your life. You will be remembered by even the most casual acquaintance because of your warm and ability to combine artistic flair and humor with whatever you have to say. But I was the most beautiful of my Libran friends. I had a two Brazilian Libran friend and a German, and I was the prettiest. Not that I want to boast, but certainly was. You have a very strong need to find a balance in every aspect of your life. Remember those scales of justice? Your key phrases are interact, so you need to seek out the midpoint between your needs and the needs of others. Rely on your own instincts and remain true to yourself. Especially with important life decisions. Yeah, do not try to be so nice to people, to put out a fake facade so as to be liked by people. Just like Cancer, just don't be like that. If you try too hard, you may in fact tip the scales too much in one direction and lose the balance you have worked to accomplish. You may have been leaning on relationships too much for your emotional satisfaction. Yeah, they cannot stay without marriage. These people cannot stay without marriage. The woman, especially the female. The Libran female must have a male. Cancer too. These two must have a male. Emotional satisfaction. So your karmic lesson will be to deal with these issues. So the angel Zuriel watches over Libra. Zuriel is said to embody the divine justice, and when called open, it will aid you in finding balance in all areas of your life. Zuriel helps you to find your way back when you become lost and stray from the path of truth and harmony. This assistance can aid you when you recognize the path that is true, fair, and just, and will help you to find forgiveness, which is absolutely essential in finding inner balance. Zuriel will help you to let go of resentment, which will otherwise prevent you from growing and from finding true happiness in your life. Zuriel helps you find the wisdom to recognize that every problem, disappointment, and failure carries with it a lesson and opportunity, which is actually a great gift to us. And they are very jealous of their men. This kind of wisdom helps reveal the beauty in all things, and also helps you to recognize that darkness is not simply evil. but an important part of divine creation and of ourselves. But it don't have to be that. We need darkening sea to see the light, because it's inside darkening sea that you can better see light. You see, but you don't have to become that. We need that to see light and move away. Light is information. The lesson is to balance and integrate the light and the dark within yourself, so that rather than being conflicted and divided, you are able to become whole and harness the power of creation. Overall, Libran is okay. They are a bit of very sensitive, but they're okay. You can always see two sides of the equation in the spiritual matters that will become an obstacle, as the path to self-realization requires a complete surrender of one's identification with the world of matter. This doesn't mean you need to leave the world, become a monk, and eliminate anything in fact from your life. Rather, disassociate and not identify with the things of this world and the circumstances that tend to throw you around emotionally. Yeah, because they're kind of very material. Librans are very materialist. Find balance through deep breathing in yoga will be a distinct advantage to you, and will bring in a calm which will then allow you to sit for deeper meditation. So the meditation is Wednesday, Friday and Saturday. The same as the Virgo. I don't believe that. Libra, difficult planet. Spirituality. Okay. Although you seem to have no difficulty in charming people, you seem to worry in private about your relationships and whether you are good enough. Yeah, they love to please their partner. They love, and for them they are not enough for a man or woman. You do not have to have other people's approval in everything you do, but should rely on your own intuition and judgment, and it's usually fairly good. And always try to love yourself first. You don't have any problems weighing up the pros and cons of a situation, but can sometimes go around in circles trying to reach a decision. This could be a lifelong problem for you. One of your major life lessons will be learn to trust your instincts, and once you have honed this one skill, you'll see positive results that will increase your confidence along the way. You can be impressionable and take things personally, due in part to being a good listener, so that the most casual statement can ruin your day and cause you to doubt what you were so sure of 10 minutes ago. Let it go, please. Fasting or moderately reducing food intake on Thursday makes charitable donation of provisions to churches and relief organization. Regular humanitarian aid will help you overcome some of the obstacles to your spiritual success, and this is because Jupiter is one of the problematic planets for you. What Libran do that? Libran is feast. They are very, very stingy. They hold their they are very, how to say that word, the puffy string. They hold it tight, the puffy string. You see, they can be very stingy with the money. And this because Jupiter is one of the problematic planets for you. The rules Thursdays. So there you go. For Libra, watch out for next will be Scorpio.